Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to do a nice little Pilates class today. Just a little half hour, nice little quickie, all right? So before we start, I'll explain the breathing. Actually, today we're going to be doing our class with our little bender ball. This is a nice little ball, and when you get one of these and you inflate it, make sure that it's a little softer, so you can actually grab it, okay? So it's not too hard. All right, that being said, breathing is in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And when you exhale, a strong, forceful exhale like the letter H in hollow. And when you do that, I want you to engage your core. So basically suck your gut in every time you exhale, all right? So let's do a little bit of a warm-up before we start. Heels together, feet into a V. This is our Pilates stance. Now before we begin as well, take it easy, do what you can, listen to your body, respect your limitations. If something we do is not going to feel good for you, pardon me, you don't have to do it, of course, or just kind of pace yourself, all right? I'll get you through this, all right? So, strengthening the core, strengthening the lower back. Now, let's do 4 breaths to connect with our breath, and then we'll do a bit of a warm-up. Now, on the exhale, just for the first 4 breaths, I want your thighs tight, pelvic floor, bring it up tight, belly button to spine, buttocks tight, and I want you to visualize you've got a belt tightening around your ribs, just for the first 4 breaths. Basically, just squeeze everything, all right? Relax the shoulders, let's breathe. A nice big breath, breathing out into the chest, thoracic breathing, exhale, everything engaged, keep going. Smooth breath, complete, inhale completely. One more. All right, now release the heels, roll the shoulders out. The rest of the warm-up, the rest of the class, I want you just to focus on belly button to spine. So basically suck your gut in as you exhale, every breath, all right? Do your best, do what you can. Let's go, inhale up, and keep going. Just warming up the body, and just really trying to synchronize the breath with the motions. One more time, up, inhale all the way, reach, stretch it out, and down, roll the shoulders out, all right. And let's do some nice calf raises. So what we're gonna do here is you're gonna come up on the balls of the feet and come all the way down, heels on the floor. We're gonna do 4 of them, then we're gonna stay up for 4. This is going to challenge your balance, but also working on the strength of your toes, feet, ankle, and lower leg muscles. Now, as far as your balance goes, just to help you a little bit, find a little spot on the floor you can stare at. That'll help you concentrate, and it might help you with your balance a bit. Now, as far as the arms go, the arms can come to the side. If you'd like, you can bring your arms up to the ceiling if you're feeling a little extra balance today, all right? Ready? Roll the shoulders up, just relax. All right, let's go. Inhale up. And again, up. Press down on the balls of feet, dig those toes in, keep going all the way. And you can feel your lower legs engaged. You can feel those calves up. Stay here now and breathe. One more. And down. All right, perfect. Roll the shoulders up, roll the ankles up, shake the legs up. Release the tension as it accumulates. Now we do a lot of stretches between each exercise, and when we do a stretch, it's just normal breathing, just to slow everything down and to just release the tension so that you can go a little further. All right, let's do one more. Now standing nice and tall, arms to the side. Inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, forward, arms down to the left. Inhale. So this is gently working, warming up the shoulders. One more time each side. Also releasing, stretching out the chest, pectorals, and a gentle neck stretch. And down, roll it out. All right, shake it all out. All right, let's get onto the floor with our little ball. All right, This particular one's called a bender ball. You can order these online, I believe, all right? Nice and soft. So this is gonna get a little fire in the belly. Pardon me. Now I want you to put the ball just at the base of your tailbone. So tuck it in there nice and tight. All right, so just kind of lean back, see how it feels, all right? So just tuck it in there. So you're just kind of leaning on it. You're not really sitting on it. You're just leaning against it, leaning to it. Now the legs are a little bit wider, feet are on the floor. What we're going to do, the first one is a roll down. So I'm going to give you two ways to do this one here. Either you can hold on to the back of your legs. You're just going to inhale down and exhale up. If you're a little stronger and you want to release your arms and do it this way, absolutely. Now, very important that your back stays straight, your neck is long, and your head is level with your spine. So try not to roll your neck in and round your back as best as you can. Use the muscles up and down your back to help you with your core muscles. Now, don't go down very far. If you're not very strong, even if you just go down a little bit, as soon as you get to the place where your belly gets hard and you get stuck, stop and exhale. Use that exhale, the power of the exhale, to help you come up. And that's when you squeeze your belly button, all right? Ready? I'll do it both ways. Inhale down and nice and slow. Keep going. Inhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Belly button to spine. Lots of power. Let's do two more. Inhale down. And if you're holding onto your legs, same thing. Same idea. Now, the next time you roll down, stay here and breathe. One more. And all the way up. All right, let's take a little rest. So from here, just open up your legs gently and just lean. Now you can rest. Lean forward. Bow your head, round your back, round your shoulders, and rest. Slow down the breath, normal breathing, and just rest your belly. All right, it doesn't take much to get fire in the belly. Just rest. Slow down the breath. All right. All right, so now let's move on to the next one. All right, now the ball is going to stay in the same position. Tuck it in nice and tight. That's why it's important to have the ball that's a little bit softer. If it's too hard, it's really uncomfortable, and it just, you can't really position it right. It'll kind of roll away because it's too hard. That's why it's a little bit softer. Now, this one particular is called scooping up the leaves. This one here is, again, to work your core muscles. This is going to start working the obliques, inner and outer obliques. So working on the side of your body, okay? So let me show you this one. I'll give you a demo, and then we'll do it together. Now, position of the arms. I'm going to start with the right arm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lean back. I'm going to inhale round, nice big circle, and then forward. So this is going to work on articulating the shoulder, range of motion of the shoulder as well. All right, try to keep the arm straight. If you have to soften at the elbow, that's fine. You're going to do a nice wide circle. You're going to reach back. You're going to follow your hand with your eye. All right, so you're staring at the hand, so you're turning slightly to the right, and you're scooping up back to center. Now, if you want, you're going to hold on to your left leg with your left hand. Do it that way if you're not very strong, or you can release the arm and do it that way. All right, so it's a gentle twist as well. So roll the shoulders out. Don't overthink it. Do your best. If you get tired, stop. Don't be shy. We're going to do 4. We're going to stay back in that position for 4 breaths. So if you find that after 1 or 2 you're getting kind of sloppy and get a bit shaky and you're losing track of your breath, stop, come back to the resting position and just hang out and rest, okay? Because we want to work with control and precision. As soon as you lose control, that means your body's tired. Don't worry about it, all right? So, ready? And let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop up the leaves. Keep going. Inhale down. Nice and slow. Belly button to spine on the way up. Now, the next time you lean back, stay here. Breathe. One more. And up. Take a little rest if you need to. This is our little position whenever we're doing any seated exercises to come here and rest. Even in the normal Pilates class without the ball, this would be the place to come and have a little rest. Roll the shoulders out, all right? Okay, let's see if we can do the other side, all right? Nice wide, try to get a nice big circle, really articulate that shoulder. If it's gonna bother your shoulder, bend the elbow a little bit if that helps, and just reduce the movement of the circle. That's all right? Same thing with the right one. Hold on to the leg if you need to have extra support, or you can release it. Whatever feels good for you. Let's go. Inhale, around. And inhale down, exhale up, belly button to spine. Keep going. A lot of power. Now, the next time you lean back, stay there. One more. And up, all the way, and rest. Perfect. All right, roll the shoulders out. All right, let's keep going. Now, you can release that ball, take it from behind. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the ball between our knees. All right, now, feet are on the floor, all right, and just kind of squeeze a little bit, see how that feels. Position it right between the knees. We're going to do two from this position here. The first one is just going to be squeezing and releasing. So that particular movement is going to work the inner thigh, going to work some pelvic floor muscles, all right? And you probably feel it in your quads as well, and the hip flexors, but working on the inner thigh. So, now, this one here, I want you to lean back. So just lean back on your arms. Try to keep your back straight, neck long, and you should be looking forward, maybe looking up a little bit. Now what we're going to do here is, I'll show you quickly, is you're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release, exhale, squeeze. And I want you to squeeze that ball as tight as you can. All right, that's comfortable for you. All right, and if you find it's too intense, just don't squeeze it as hard. But I want you to be able to feel it. All right, so take your breath. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. And couple more. Now, the next time you squeeze, stay there for 4 breaths. Breathe. Belly button to spine, don't forget. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. And release. All right, that one you probably felt. If you want, straighten your legs a little bit. If you want to stretch it out, maybe just lean forward. Just round your back. All right, perfect. Roll the shoulders up. Okay, we're going to do one more from this position, and then we're going to move on to something else. So, now I want you to put the ball between your knees again. Now this particular one here is called Windshield Wipers. So this again is starting to work some hips, okay? And you're going to work the thigh, inner thigh, even into the buttock as well, all right? And of course our abdominals. So let me show you this one here. Here again, I'm going to lean back. My back is straight. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of ways to do this one here. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to roll to the side, to the right. And on the way up, you're going to squeeze that ball up. Now, don't worry if you can't go very far. You don't have to, stress out about getting your knees on the floor. Just go as far as comfortable. This one can be pretty intense. All right, so even if you end up just going a little bit, you'll know the range that you can move, all right? But always important to squeeze it on the way up. That's when you want to get that power, and that's the exhale is on the way up. Now, all right, so we'll try it again. Now, very important you keep your body straight and you're looking forward. So you're not twisting and turning to the right. You're looking forward, your shoulders are square. It's just the legs that are moving and the hips, all right? So, ready? To the right, let's go. Inhale. Exhale. just go as far as comfortable. Don't force your body. You don't have to be aggressive. Go within the range that is comfortable for you and your strength. Almost there. Now, the next time we lean to the right, let's see if we can stay there. Now I want you to hug the ball while you're here. Hug it. Breathe. One more breath. And rest. All right, take a quick little rest if you need to. Just kind of open your knees and just rest. Now, this particular one here, depending on how your knees feel as well, take it easy. If you feel a little discomfort in your knees, kind of maybe don't squeeze the ball. You can make little adjustments as you go along. You still get the same, you're in the right form, you get the same result of the exercise, but it's not as hard on you. So if you feel there's a little discomfort in your knees, make a little adjustment, and then you can still do it, all right? So always listening to your body and where you are in your practice and how you feel, right? Ready? Let's go to the right now, okay? Back is straight. Let's go. Inhale. And up. Squeeze. Inhale down. And and almost there. And you might find one side of your body you can go a little further, a little deeper. Maybe it's a little stronger. Now down here, squeeze it, stay here. One more. Up. All right, and now we're going to lay on our back. We're going to do some stretches on our back, and then we're going to work from there. So let's stretch everything out, but let's get onto our back, and we'll do it that way. Keep your ball handy. Laying on your back. Now I'd like you just to bring your knees up, give yourself a little hug, and just rock. Relax your shoulders, and really stretch that lower back out and lengthen that spine a little bit. Normal breathing, just rest. Straighten your legs, stretch it out. Stretch those thighs out, stretch out your belly and your hips. If you want, you can bring your arms over your head. Just lengthen your body, just release the tension. All right, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be laying on the ball. So the ball's going to go underneath your hips. So I find the easiest way is to roll on my side, tuck it in, right by your tailbone, and come up. All right, so the position of this is right on the bony structure of your lower back. All right, so your buttocks should be kind of hanging off a little bit. Roll around, that should be fairly comfortable. Your lower back should be completely free. So the ball is not on your lower spine. It's on by your tailbone, all right? So from here, shoulders relaxed, hands and arms on the floor. I want you to bring it. This is all working on balancing on the ball, so really engaging those core muscles, all right? So bring your knees up, see how you feel. Now, let's bring the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Perfect. Perfectly balanced, relax. All right, we're going to do an open V. So I want you to open your legs only as wide as the mat. If you find you're not that strong, bend your knees a bit. If you find it's easier to do it with bent knees, soften your knee a bit if you need to. Otherwise, legs are straight. Heel up. Inhale, open. Exhale, toe up. Relax the shoulders. Keep going. Inhale, open. Perfectly balanced on that little ball. And really engaging the core muscles. Being able to have your legs up here takes a lot of strength. Open, stay here. Belly button to spine, don't forget. One more. Together, bend, and just bring your knees up a little bit, and that'll stretch your lower back out. Just relax your shoulders. Stay on the ball. All right, we're going to do another one. All right, it's a quick little rest. Now, into table. This position is called a table. What we're going to do now is called toe taps, and let me show you this one. You're going to inhale, you're going to tap your toe, and your exhale back to table. This is still engaging your abdominals,
but also this is focusing on the lowest part of the abdominals, right by your belly button, all right? So let's see if we can do 5 of those, and we're going to stay down for 5. If you find it's too intense, come back up to this position here and give yourself a little hug, all right? Shoulders relaxed. Let's go. Inhale, tap. Exhale. Down. Try to relax. Focus on the breath. Exactly what you're doing. Concentrate. Focus. Inhale down. And 2 more. Inhale down. Little fire in the belly with this one here too. You know, it takes a lot of core strength to move our legs around. Our legs are very heavy. Now, the next time you tap, stay here and breathe. One more. And roll. Bring it up. Give yourself a little hug. Okay, perfect. All right, so feet on the floor. Let's roll off the ball. Roll off the ball gently. Bring yourself down. Stretch your legs out. Stretch it out. Bring your arms over your head if you'd like. You can have your arms to the side if you want. Just stretch it out. Let your body just relax. Sink into the ground. Nice and all right. And if you feel any tension in your lower back, give yourself a hug. All right. Because as we strengthen the core, we're strengthening the lower back. Everything works together. Now, I want you to bring yourself up slowly. All right, now, we're going to work some hips. So, I'd like you to bring yourself along the side of your mat. Now, if you need extra padding for your hips, you might find it's a little hard on the hips. So, you can use a thin blanket, a thin towel. I provide little pads for my students if they need it. Sometimes a little bit of padding makes all the difference. In a Pilates class, you can have a thicker mat. It's not a problem. It's not yoga class, it's Pilates. So thicker mat is no problem, all right? So now what I want you to do is take the ball and roll it. You might have to take a second to get yourself organized here if you're not used to being with the ball. Now the ball is going to be underneath the lower ankle. Now what I'm doing is I'm laying along the side of the back of the mat. My head is resting in my hand. If you want to have your head on your arm, you can do it that way as well. Now, side of your body's nice and anchored to the floor. Take your top hand. This is your kickstand. This is your stabilizer. Tuck it in if you need to, and this is going to help you from wobbling and moving around because you want to try and be still, all right, as still as you can. Now, legs are stacked. The ankle or the ball is under my bottom ankle. Let me fix it a little bit here. So my bottom foot is actually pretty free, all right? Now, legs are stacked. Hips are stacked. So this, what I mean by this is I don't try not to be twisted, leaning back or twisted forward. We really want to keep things nice and lined up, alignment, okay? So our back is safe, our lower back is safe. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to work that top leg. We're going to bring it up and down. Now, only bring it up a little bit. You don't have to go up to the ceiling, all right? So let me show you. I'm going to come up and so heel up, toe down, all right? Let's see if we can do 5 of these. So just relax. And if you find this really uncomfortable, this is all about the hip. Working the muscles around the hip, even into the quads, into the buttock, hamstring, into the pelvic floor muscles as well. We're focusing on the hip muscles, all right? If you find this terribly uncomfortable, just bring your leg up a little bit. Just work where the range is comfortable for you. All right, ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And if you can get your leg up higher, absolutely. But it's not necessary. Just bring it up a little bit. Try to relax. Relax the shoulders. Follow the breath. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Belly button to spine. Engage that core. Kiss your spine with your belly button every time you exhale. Almost there. 2 more. Next time you're up, stay here if you can. Breathe. Perfectly stable. That ball hopefully is not moving around very much. And down. All right. So from here, I want you just to kind of move the ball away. We're going to do one exercise without the ball. And these are called heel beats. So just roll onto your belly. You can move the ball a little bit to the side. Now this particular one, pelvis and hips anchored to the floor. I want you to rest your chin on your stacked hands, or you can bring your head up a little bit if it's a bit stuffy down there. Now this one here is specifically to target and isolate our buttocks, our glutes. So this is called heel beats. Keep the knees on the floor, bring your feet slightly off the floor. We're going to click our heels. I don't want your feet way up here. Bring them as close to the floor as you can. We're going to do 8 of them. I want you to click your heels as fast as you can, but the breath stays the same, slow and controlled. All right, ready? Let's go. Go as fast as you can. If you find it's a bit too intense, just slow down your clicking. You can always make those little adjustments as you go along. But let's really focus on our buttocks, our glutes. So this is called heel beats. A little bit of coordination with this one too. Almost there. One more. And down. Rest. Rest your legs. Rest your buttocks. Let them go. Just kind of go slack. We'll do a stretch, and then we're going to go to the other hip. So I want you to come up very, very slowly. Now, if your back is super tight, take it easy. Don't move too quickly. Ease yourself into your stretch. Now, this one is called the shell. Just lean back and just rest. You can rest on your forearms if you want. Bow your head a little. It's similar to child's pose in our yoga class, but you don't have to put your head on the floor. It's just a stretch. Called the shell. So it's just a nice stretch for your back, your spine, your buttocks, your hips. So it's a nice overall stretch. But we want to work and release those buttocks that we just got a little fire in. So now from here, very gently, let's get to the other side and see if you can find your little ball again. All right, let's work the other hip. Now, again, a lot of people do have issues with their hips. So in that case, you know, even if you do one, and if you find that it's terribly uncomfortable, or if you get to that place where there's a pain, there's a pain threshold, stop and rest. Don't force your body. Like I've said many, many times. All right. Now let's get ready. Along the back of the mat, get yourself nice and set up. Ball is underneath the heel, or underneath the ankle, I should say. My foot here is free, basically free. All right, so kickstand is down. My body is nice and anchored. Hips are square. Legs are stacked. Let's try this one here. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. And up. Couple more. Up. Next time you're up, stay here. And down. All right, let's move the ball away. Let's get onto our hands and knees very gently. Let's do some cat and cow. This is just a stretch into your table. Head up, sacrum up, C-scoop, spine. And then arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Releasing that lower back. If you want to stretch your hips out from here, push your hip out to the one side. That'll get a nice stretch for the hip. Swing your hips to the other side, push it out, and that'll stretch that hip out as well. All right, perfect. Let's get ourselves up to standing. We'll do a few stretches and we're done. All right, this is all normal breathing. It's all stretches. Nice wide V, right arm up and lean. V, lateral stretch. Stretching the side of your body. Nice overall body stretch. Stretching out your belly. Lateral flexion of the spine, moving the spine from side to side. We moved it forward and backward, keeping it nice and safe. Bring up the right arm all the way, reach, stretch it out. From here, prepare for V straddle split, hinging at the hips, come down. If you can't get all the way down here, put your hands on your knees and come down halfway if it makes you dizzy to do that. Fingertips, knuckles, hands on the floor. You can soften your knee if you want, it's just a stretch. Walk your hands to the left. Nice stretch on the right side of the body. Deep stretch into the left hamstring, right inner thigh. Walk yourself to center, go to the other side. Back to center, bend the knees, come up very slowly, reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. And legs together. Give yourself a big hug for coming out today, and a clap for everybody, for you and me, and we're done. So that's our little quickie Pilates class on the bender ball. Thank you again for joining me. My name is Susan, and today is August 27th. So for those of you who come to my classes, full schedule resumes first week in September. Right now I'm working on my summer schedule, which is going well. The class in town on Berry Down will start as well in beginning of September. So we'll be back to our full load of classes. So please come back and we'll have a lovely weekend. We'll see you soon. Thank you.